Hello, and welcome back. First, I want to take a second or two to apologize. I went to a work party today. I wanted to make a video, and those two things are slightly conflicting because I am a little bit, I'm a little bit drunk right now. But I still want to make a video and cover the recently released patch notes for the upcoming patch on Thursday. And hopefully that's what you're interested in because somehow you found this video. But, so, patch 1.05, I believe. Let's really quick review the things coming up in the patch. Starting from the top of the patch notes, improved tutorial placement, increased inventory limits, single player balance changes, multiplayer balance changes, improved matchmaking, latency in multiplayer, added options to skip autopilot sequences. Oh, thank God. Decrease the cost of remnant decryption keys. I have no idea what that is because I haven't played single player all that much. Improved logic, timing, and continuity for relationships and story arcs. It's weird that that didn't happen before. Improved lip sync and facial acting during some conversations, including localized VO. That's also something strange that didn't make it into the base release. Fixed an issue with riders' movements when running in a zigzag pattern. I've seen this and it is always hilarious, so I will miss it. And I give you a warm send-off. Improve the appearance of eyes for human and Asari characters. Fix various collision issues. Okay, so far so good. Seems like normal stuff. Fix bugs where music or VO wouldn't play or wasn't correct. Fixed issues where global squad mate banter sometimes wasn't firing on UNCs. Fixed issues where player was unable to access the Remnant console interface after failing decryption multiple times. I think that maybe is a very person-specific problem. Fixed issue where fast travel is sometimes disabled after recruiting Drac until the player reloads a save. Fixed issue where Rider can become stuck in the start of a biotic charge pose. That's very specific. Fixes issues related to some saves. Fixes issues where objectives sometimes become uninteractable for players in multiplayer, and streaming and stability improvements. So, in case you didn't want to look at all of these things, most of them, I'd say the majority, are all things that we've been asking for, which is fantastic. I'm really happy that they've been listening to all of our requests and going over all the things we've been asking for. It sounds like they're looking at Reddit and they're looking at all the major sites. And I think that in general is just amazing. That's exactly what a developer should do. But I also would hope that they are seeing some of this stuff on their own. And of those things, the thing that kind of made me say, what were you doing before, is the single player balance changes and the relationship continuity changes. It's kind of one of those things that you think, hey, you guys have been making this for 5 years? What were you doing during that time? You outsourced animation stuff? I mean, it's a lot of this you should have kind of already known, but at least they're fixing it now. I have to say, for me personally, the thing I'm looking forward to most is, in the single player at least, the added option to skip autopilot sequences. And in case you're not familiar with that, that is the annoying little, I'm moving from this planet through whatever gets in my way to this other planet I want to go to. I believe somebody on Reddit timed that, and through the entire game they spent about 3 hours. And yeah, 3 hours isn't that much, but it's 3 hours of doing nothing. So I definitely will not miss that. I don't know how the developers must have had some debug option to skip that, because there's no way that somebody played through all of those during testing. So, goodbye autopilot sequences in the galaxy map. I will not miss you in the least. That was a terrible decision, and I hear even that there was a designer specifically in charge of those sequences, as if it's something that all of us won't want to try. And I'm sorry, I appreciated it maybe the first or second time, and then the third time I kind of liked it less, and by the fourth time I was like, I am wasting seconds of my life. I could be doing anything else important, like eating a sandwich, or getting tea, or literally doing almost anything else. But so that's okay. So that's single player, and I feel like I'm probably going to wait a little bit more to get into single player, because things like this with the relationship changes are going to be probably seeing a lot of updates and a lot of fixes. So that's fine. and I look forward to those changes. The biggest thing for me as a huge multiplayer player is the multiplayer balance changes. The weapons specifically are something that really needs some attention. There's some things that look like they just did not get any eyes on at all during release because they're just awful in every sense of the word. So, but we're getting weapons, cover, and enemies. So between weapons and enemies, it seems like maybe the meta will hopefully be shaken up a little bit from the current melee, specifically biotic melee and sniper rifle meta. Really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. So, we'll see how it goes. That patch is still not released, but if you haven't read the patch notes, I recommend you go and read them at the BioWare.com site, because they're good and it gives you hope for the future. So, let's wait for this Thursday patch, and we can see, kind of get a feeling for what we have to look forward to in the future. Hopefully this will fix multiplayer issues, and hopefully I will see you all in multiplayer because I love multiplayer. And that's it. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time.